Yeah, good morning, everyone. So yesterday, US market, though when the Indian market was on, the futures were quite strong, but it has ended more of in negative, and the decline in the tech stock were much higher, and the Nasdaq came off over 1%, mainly driven by Tesla, which was down by around 11%. Uh, on the concerns of the uh, productions in the China of the Tesla car, which is still not coming out, and this has led to tech stock declining sharply. No doubt, the decline was with low volume as more of people are on leave. Apart from that, futures are more of a flattish to marginal positive, whereas Asian markets are giving indication of decline, uh, wherein though Hong Kong is up, but other markets are mostly down, wherein Korea is down by over 2%. So more of a negative trend from the equity side, and commodity, most of the commodities are more of a flattish or range bound, except sugar. Sugar in the international market, that is raw sugar on ICE exchange, has come off yesterday by around 3.5%. This was mainly because the Brazil, their agency had said that sugar production will be higher in this season by around 2.5 million ton, uh, from the earlier estimate of uh, almost by around 33.9 million ton. Now it will be 36.4 million ton, and the production will be higher by uh, around 4.1% as compared to last year. So this is for the current season, that is FY 22-23, wherein the production will be higher. But we see that though the prices has come off by around 3.5%, but even the current prices are quite remunerative for the exporter from India. And especially the refined sugar prices are very attractive, and the export price at the current price of around $560, it works out to somewhere around 45-46 rupees. So the companies which are exporting white sugar or refined sugar will be more beneficial. So Renuka has a refinery, and also Balrampur Chini has started recently refinery. So these company can benefit more than the other on export size. Apart from that, the company in India, this year the production will also be higher, and that's why they will be able to gain, uh, as compared to last year, they will be able to having a higher volume gain, and realization in domestic market are more of a stable, and government has increased prices of ethanol, so uh, that will also have a benefit. Apart from that, Balrampur Chini will have or the other few companies also will have benefit of expansion, which they had carried out in recent past. Balrampur Chini has doubled almost their ethanol capacity, so that will have a positive impact in this result. So overall, though we may be seeing some negativeness in today's trade on account of this, but overall direction for the sugar companies are positive in the near medium term. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We'll start with the derivative call today first. So as per the derivatives data, as we have seen that in yesterday's session, that almost the pullback in the market was being witnessed around about 18,100 level. In the first half, we have seen that the Nifty almost stayed below 18,100 level. But if we look at the overall data points and the trigger points also, as we mentioned in previous two trading session, that Nifty is likely to take resistance between the range of 18,100 to 240 levels on the upper end. And currently, we are witnessing that on the OI position also, that 18,200 and 300 strike is almost having highest call writer positions. Another downside we have witnessed that in yesterday's session, almost 4 million positions got added at 18,000 strike of put writer positions. So 18,000 will act as an important support for today's trading session. Currently, we are seeing that SGX is likely to open almost around 70-80 points on the lower end, while PCR yesterday closed at 1.111. So PCRY is having resistance on the upside towards the 1.15 level, and on the downside, the support is at 0.95 level. So if in today's trading session, once if Nifty opens around 18,040-50 levels, and at that point of time, if PCR is taking support of 0.95 level, then again we might see some reversal in the market, because the OI position yesterday got some positive positions getting added between 17,900 to 18,100 strike. At that time, we have seen that at 18,000 strike, the call writer positions got liquidated in the weekly basis for this expiry. So there is some positive scenario from the OI front, but currently till the time Nifty is not going above 18,200 level, till that point of time we might see some range bound session in the market. The new range for the Nifty would be 17,800 to 18,200 strike, which has been created from the OI front on the monthly basis. So breakout or breakdown of this level is necessary for the trend to get catch in the market. While India VIX yesterday closed at 4.03 level, the range for the India VIX would be 17.5 to 14.5. Once if India VIX again goes above 17.5 level, then we might expect the sell off in the market, and the profit booking might get witnessed in the market on the downside towards 17,800 level. So currently hold your long positions with the support of 18,000 level on the intraday basis, and on the weekly basis, is to medium term basis, we expect 17,800 will act as an important supportive zone for the market. If we look at the overall stock specific structure, also we expect the buying can be witnessed from the sugar and metal counter. In yesterday's session, we in the second half we have seen that fresh buying has been witnessed from the metal counters. So we expect the buying to be continued in the metal counter. The selective stocks will be Hindalco, Jindal still looks positive, and from the sugar front, we expect Balrampur Chini to look positive in today's trading session. While on the negative front, we expect the pharma counter to show some more negative strength in today's trading session. From that, we expect we can see the alchemy showing some negative strength, while the other selective stocks like Cummins India, Syngene, and Amara Battery, these three counters has shown some fresh new short position getting added up on the OI front in yesterday trading session. So keep watch on this counter. That's it from the derivative front. The technical team can take it.
Thank you, Amit. Good morning, all of you. Today, Nifty is likely to open with a gap down, and as Amit rightly pointed out, that the Nifty is likely to trade into the range-bound trading session during the day. On the technical front, as of now, Nifty has a crucial support level at 18,070, 18,000 levels on the downside. Any move below that level on the closing basis will witness the more profit booking into the Nifty, which might take a Nifty towards 17,900 to 17,800 on a downside. Whereas on a high side for today intraday purpose, the support is placed at 18,170. Any move about that level only will witness some sort of a pullback rally, which might take a Nifty towards 18,200 to 18,270 levels on the high side. The view will remain a cautious as long as Nifty trades below 18,200 levels. Coming towards the Bank Nifty, yesterday it was a Bank Nifty who has just started to show the witness pullback rallies, and it has just closed above the at intraday high levels as such. But today, looking towards the market, Bank is likely to also open on a negative side. On a downside, 42,500 is the first support level. Below that level, 42,300, 42,100 levels can be seen on the downside. Whereas on high side, the first resistance is placed at 43,000. That is a psychological resistance level. If it surpasses that level and maintain the positive closing above the same, then only we can witness some sort of a pullback rally or a buying side into the Bank Nifty, which might take a Bank Nifty towards 43,200 to 43,400 levels on the high side. On coming towards the Nifty Finance, 19,070 is the first resistance level. Above that level, 19,140, 19,200 levels can be seen. Whereas on lower side, 18,900 is the first support level. Below that level, 18,770, 18,700 levels can be seen. The overall view will remain a cautious on the three indices as such. We are witnessing the selling pressure at every resistance level. Let the indices settle down at the support level and show the strong reversal sign, then we can initiate a major long positions. But at the current levels, try to book the profits on every rise. That's it from my end. I request fundamental team to take a call forward.
Good morning. Rail Vikas Nigam Limited has been appointed as project implementation agency for a harbor project in Maldives. The project cost is 1,540 crores. So this is positive. Suryodaya Small Finance Bank has that their MD has been reappointed for a period of 3 years. RBI has approved his appointment. So this is sentimentally positive for Suryodaya Small Finance Bank. Thank you.
So that's all from us. Now I'll request commodity team to take up from here.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Today we might witness some profit taking in commodities. So we should wait for a while in the opening, and if gold sustains below 55, 100, 150, then one can initiate a sell with a surplus of 55, 450. Overall, the view remains positive, but profit taking is expected, and it might test 50, 54, 800 on lower level. Sorry, 54, 800. And silver, one can expect prices to test 69,000 on lower end if sustains below 69, 800. We expect prices to correct, and in crude oil should witness some range bound movement. However, a pullback till 66.70 is expected, whereby again selling pressure would be there. So one can maintain a stop loss of 67.50 and sell. However, on downside, if 65.80 is holding, then one can initiate a buy with a small stop loss of 65.50, and again 66.50 we should book profits. In metal front, copper, if 730 it is sustaining below 730, then we expect prices to correct a bit. It can test 724, 720 on downside, and one can initiate a buy at that level also. And zinc, we have seen it is resisting 275. So on lower end, if 272, one can initiate a buy with a stop loss of 270, and one can also sell around 275 with a stop loss of 276.50. Aluminum, we expect prices to rise further. So one can initiate a buy around 209 levels with a stop loss of 207. And on the higher side, 211.12 seems to be the likely targets. That's it from me. I'll ask Ria to take over from here.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. So on the currency front, the volumes in the USD INR remains to be low, and thus we will continue with the view of going short on the OTM calls. 83 and 83.25 still remains very lucrative to go short, and 82.50 on the put side remains lucrative. If you look at the if we talk about the range, 83.25 to 82.50 remains the trading range for the contract of January. and it will continue to remain in the same. The recovery we saw in the pound against the dollar was actually very short-lived. So if pound does moves higher, uh, hello, am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. So for the USD INR, we are still seeing a consolidated range in the December contract. But if you look at the USD INR for the Jan contract, it was above the levels of 83 yesterday and has now in today's session opened at around 82.95, still respecting the range of 83 to 82.50. You could see it move towards 83.10, but that is the major hurdle for the USD INR to get a directional momentum on the higher side. 80 to 75 will still act as a very strong support in the pair. Thus, you can go forward with the volumes are still very low and the volatility remains very constricted. So the options selling in options remains still lucrative. 83.25, 83.50 on the call side and 82.75 to 82.50 on the put side for the weekly expiry. One can play into these strike rates until a directional momentum into the USD INR is achieved. You could see some pressure coming into the JPY INR because there has been unscheduled bond buying operation that has been announced by Bank of Japan. This is because the yield, if you look at the 10-year yield for the Bank of Japan's bond, it is trading near 0.45, which is very near to the newly set range of 0.50. So you will see some pressure coming to the JPY INR in today's session. Thus, you could go short into the pair for a target of 61.65 with the SL at around 62.40. For JPY INR, the upside that we saw was purely because the bank was closed there, and there was not much of a volatility that we have seen into the dollar index. Thus, but it has not been able to withhold the upside, and thus you could see a gap down opening in today's session. Pound remains short on the higher highs, and in today's session, it could see the lows of 99.33, 98.99. So you could go short into the pair below the level of 99.58 for the target as said by maintaining a stop loss at around 100. For Euro INR, you will see a zigzag momentum into today's session within the range of 88.67, 88.27. A consolidation momentum is something that we are expecting into the Euro INR. So that's all on the currency front. Thank you.